What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge It to the Game Sports Podcast. As you can see, the fellas are all here tonight. Fellas, what's good?
What is up?
Ain't nothing going on here. We need to ask Big Z. What's up?
No bullshit, man. Bro, you sitting there got the Alabama hat on. Hold up, bro. For our audience, bro, this man has worn West Virginia. If you know, some of y'all don't know Z like I know Z. This man been wearing the hell out of West Virginia for years. Now I'm seeing that big ass A, wearing the Alabama. I know he went to the game and all, but Z, you got to explain yourself, brother.
So my godson played for West Virginia, so I had a 4-year commitment to the Mountaineers. I still like West Virginia. I was heartbroken when Maryland got him. I got to hear it from the rest of my family with all the DMV players playing for Maryland. They're yelling DMV stand up. Big win for Maryland. I had to give it up to them. Big win for Maryland this weekend.
Sir.
Was
I
down.
actually know fuck Maryland.
Yeah, down in the ATL. Bama with the big 44-13 victory. Unbelievable experience, unbelievable crowd, 100,000 fans in the stadium. Mercedes-Benz is the most amazing stadium I've ever been to.
Was this the first time going to that arena?
For me, first time being there. Yeah. So they for those who know, I used to live in Atlanta, went to the Georgia Dome hundreds of times. This is on another level. This is like a museum. I mean, it is a gorgeous stadium. They had the roof open for this game. Some differences, COVID lax regulations in comparison to what I'm used to up in the DMV. But it was an amazing weekend. I mean, it was fans everywhere, former players from both sides, Miami fans, turnover chains everywhere. I mean, Miami fans were mad cool. I enjoyed it. I just going back and forth. It's a little crazy how everybody has their own version of that giant gold turnover chain when they walk in, and it was
crazy.
It was loud. It was rowdy. Bryce Young is the real deal. Sophomore making his first start. Record-breaking 4-touchdown performance, 344 yards passing in 3 quarters. I mean, welcome to college football. It is, D-line was amazing. They did have a sad injury. Chris Allen, second team All SEC last year, linebacker, played amazing. Had 3 sacks in the first quarter and then broke his foot. And Coach Saban announced
that's a big loss.
That's a huge loss. So he's going to miss most of the season. He had surgery on Monday, so hopefully he won't miss the entire season, but he will miss most of the season. Being replaced by the number 1 linebacker recruit in the country, true freshman. So he came in and he played well. He had 2 sacks as well. So
8.
Bama's a real deal. Bryce Young.
That's always been the real deal.
Yeah, they get the best talent. The way I look at it, I mean, Alabama, and like I said, I ain't gonna spend too much time.
There were question marks. I mean, they had 9 new starters.
Not on defense, though.
Well, yeah, on offense. 9 new starters.
They got the best. This is old Alabama from like a few years ago, like where their defense was, Alabama, recently they've been offensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's sort of kind of like a throwback, like a blast from the past. Now the boys playing defense again. It's hard to score on them. They got pass rushers. They got linebackers. They got safety. They got corners. They got the best talent at each and every position. But, I mean, it was like, a lot of Miami fans, you guys were talking. I mean, I thought King had something for him, but King ain't have shit for him.
No,
you know what I mean?
That line just suffocated him. I mean,
King ain't have a goddamn thing. You're absolutely right. Y'all bums.
Damn.
I ain't never liked Miami. Y'all bums.
I didn't realize how small King is. I mean, in person,
he looked pretty big in pictures. No, no.
Nah, he's about 5'8". I mean, literally.
Well, he's a small guy.
I wasn't very impressed. Let's just say that. I mean, it was just total domination. It was a great game, great atmosphere, a party. Football's back. It's just being in that atmosphere and being in that environment. It was a weekend party, a weekend celebration of college football, and something to great kickoff and start to the season.
It was. I mean, and like I said, Alabama, they're off to this fast start. I think everybody knew Alabama was going to win. I didn't think they were going to blow Miami out. That was my biggest thing. And, I was really just shocked. It just shows that Alabama's on a different level. They have a different level of talent.
So Bryce Young appeared in 7 games last year, but it was fourth quarter mop-up.
It was
had the ball off, run out the clock, had the ball. I mean, he came out looking like he's Tua. I mean, it was just wow.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's not nervous. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was a good game, but like I said, it sounded like it was a great experience. And I'm pretty sure, the atmosphere was great. College football ain't nothing like it.
It's so much better than pro. I mean, the environment, the excitement, the bands. I got to meet a couple of the cheerleaders, very pleasant individuals.
Very pleasant individuals.
I ain't mad at it.
Experience. I mean, it was festive. It was fun, energetic, and the atmosphere was just college football. I mean, it's just a great. If anybody has a chance to go to a college football game live, just do it. I mean, that experience is an experience of a lifetime, and you'll definitely enjoy it thoroughly.
All right, so. Man, like I said, it seems like you had a great time, but shoot, let's hop into this week 1 NFL matchup preview, predictions, sports bet. Look, charges to the game is here, man. Like I said, this is us. We are football. Like we started a lot of y'all. For y'all that don't know, we started during basketball season. You know what I mean? I'm cool with basketball. I make a lot of money off basketball. Don't get me wrong. Embiid's my guy. Jay know how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
The soft ass basketball, but it's cool. But football is our thing, man. Well, at least it's my thing. I know it's Z's thing. I think Jay, you football too.
I'm football too. Yeah, football too. Outside of combat sports,
outside of combat,
nonstop football from now until January, every weekend.
Yes, sir.
No doubt, bro. So, like I said, we got the heat for you guys. So we're gonna talk each and every week 1 matchup with analysis, breakdowns. We're gonna talk about the Bucks. I got my Bucks hat on. Let's go. I'm throwing all that. Well, I'm not throwing it away, but for all my Bucks fans, stop talking about winning the Super Bowl last season. This is a new season, man. I don't want to hear nobody talking about the Bucks winning the Super Bowl last season. This is a new season. Tom said it, so we should all be on that train. So without further ado, Dallas fans, Bucks fans, let's talk about it. Week 1, tomorrow night, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no longer Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys, man. So let's
one more night because tomorrow's it's
man.
Banner
Fuck
night.
that night.
So
fuck
Banner
that
night is the celebration of the previous season.
And see, it's going to be the young players. And like I said, it just leads me in straight to the topic. So week 1, I'm looking at the offensive side of the ball. So we got Tom Brady at quarterback. We got Leonard Fournette in the backfield, Ronald Jones. We know the guys the Bucs got. For us, it's just going to be the matter of settling down, Tom being that calming presence in these young guys' years. Because now we are the hunted. Like I'm telling you, these ESPN. These FS1, Fox Sports 1 analysts, they were saying that the Bucs were like the 10th best team. They had us behind teams like Green Bay, the Saints. Some people even had us losing to Washington. You know what I mean? In the first round of the playoffs. But like I said, this week 1 matchup means a lot, man.
So Bucs go in as the biggest favorite of the week. Minus 415 money line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the hell out of it. You know what I mean? I'm going to parlay it with something, but shoot, let's talk about it. I mean,
and then the spread is minus 8.5 right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I mean, obviously the Bucks are the heavy favorite, but it's a lot that goes into it. I mean, for Bucks fans going into, don't think you're just gonna come out with this one easy. The Dallas Cowboys present a lot of problems. They have a very good offense, man. I mean, they're kind of a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. Before he was out and before he was injured, he was the MVP leading candidate, early season favorite. I mean, he was lighting it up. He was passing for over 400 yards a game, touchdowns, late game comebacks, drives. The defense sucked. I think the defense, they didn't really, add too much, but they did add some pieces. And then there are a lot, their defense was young.
Yeah, so they get Micah Parsons, first round pick in the middle linebacker. He provides speed. They needed speed on defense, and so he's definitely gonna.
I like Parsons.
Yeah, he's gonna add a different element to that defense.
Yeah, and what scares me about Dallas, like I said, is the defense. I mean, I just don't think the defense has enough. That's
and new coordinator. They have Dan Quinn as well. So
they do have Dan Quinn, but the thing is, the Bucks. He's been a former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. The Bucks know what he's going to run. Yeah. I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach. They know what he's going to run. So ultimately, it's just a matter of now for this defense, the Bucks defense. Our D line is going to have to play really, really well. I was talking to a Cowboys fan earlier, man. Z, our guy, man, our old coworker, Mr. Banks, man. Yeah. And we were talking and chopping it up a little bit, and he had a little hope, man. He was talking a little crazy at first, but I had to bring him back down. He sounded like one of the regular little Cowboy fans.
New season brings new hope to everybody.
Yeah, literally. But I mean, like I said, them boys got to bring heat. Big Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh, Shaq Barrett.
Zach Martin is out with COVID, so that is a big loss.
It is a big loss, and that's the turning point. Yeah. With Big Zach Martin in the middle, he presents a lot of problems. He's probably the best or one of the best guards or centers in the league. He's a bowling ball of an offensive lineman. But now you're starting, penciling in a backup against Big Vita Vea, who's probably, in my opinion, one of the top 5 defensive tackles in the league, going up against some of those young guards or centers in the middle. And but our corners, where we're weak at, Bucks fans, is corner. I don't want to hear about. I was talking to one guy earlier. He was talking about Carlton Davis as a lockup cornerback. Like he literally, and he said it it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, Bucks fans, you got to understand. This guy's not a lockup corner. He got smoked against the Packers in the the NFC Championship game. He got scorched. He's very slow. He got scorched against Kansas City early in the season. I mean, all through the season.
But that's the Cowboys' hope, because that's their strength is that wide receiver.
Right.
With all 3 of them, Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Cooper, I mean, they'll put pressure. And their tight end too. I mean, they will.
Blake Jarwin, yeah.
So that's Dallas's only hope, is exposing the defensive backfield for the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for the Bucks fans, like I said, our defensive back, we got Antoine Winfield back there. He's helps out a lot. If you notice, he'll kind of shade toward the favorite receiver. But the good thing, I mean, the bad thing for us is they have 3 really good ones. And CeeDee Lamb to me is the best wide receiver on that team. I know, I think we were talking in the Chargers, the game group earlier. A guy was talking about Michael Gallup, and I shared it. My man said, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying." I mean, CeeDee Lamb, he's just
athleticism, hands. I mean, he's got the total package receiving wise.
He does, but
Cooper might be a better route runner, but that's it. CeeDee Lamb does everything else better to me.
Yeah. Amari Cooper, he shies away in big games to me. He's really shown me nothing. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me how he just gets exposed in big games. So I'm not really worrying about him, in this game. But our defensive line better come to play. I'm not really worrying about Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to throw it to the flats. And once those linebackers bite up, he's going to throw it over the top. You got Gronk, you got Mike Evans. Antonio Brown is going to go off this year. You heard it first. In my opinion, he's he's one of the best receivers in the league. You know what I mean? He has a full off season under Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. And I think if we just don't sling the ball all around the yard and run the ball, we got good running backs. We got a good offensive line. Donovan Smith is getting a little better, and I think we'll win the game. Jay, I know you've been kind of quiet, bro. How you feeling about this game, man? I mean, like I said, I know you've been a Washington fan for years, and you still are, and you've seen a lot of them firsthand. So from your opinion, I don't know if you've been watching Hard Knocks. What's your kind of opinion on Dallas in this upcoming game, bro?
Bums. Y'all giving them too much credit. They've always been bums. They're always going to be bums. They're just your favorite bums. All right. Now, I'm not taking anything from it. As Rome said, I root for the Raiders, of course, but Washington has been my team growing up. I will never stop following them because that's where the home is. That's where home is at. So and when I left them, when I started rooting for another team as well to have two, look, they started to do great. And another example. And this is for my man's Wade that we taught this. You see the trend that happens? I really was rooting for UCLA for years. And the one time I said, you know what? I'm going to shoot LSU. I like LSU. I've been liking LSU for now. That's going to take the spot. And guess what happened? UCLA come up and bust their ass. There's a trend with me. I'm doing these teams a favor. Y'all need to start paying me. Anywho, now as far as I'm saying, look, Rome, y'all defending champs. I think your defensive line, it's not even if your defensive line come to play. I think they will come to play. I think that to me, Dallas definitely has had Dak coming back. I think Dak is a good quarterback, but I still think he's great. I think his wide receiver core is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to give them credit for that. But let's to be honest with you, they may be y'all face worse.
Yeah.
Y'all got a ring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think y'all really have too much to worry about. Then you got Tom Brady, and like you said, Antonio Brown. He didn't already started fights in training camp, so you're getting the best version of him. So it's
and Giovanni Bernard is a new piece for Tom Brady to play with.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all arguably have a better wide receiver core than them.
We do.
That's why I feel like that. So wherever they think they can beat y'all in, they can't. We have nothing to worry about. Yeah. There's nothing to worry about them.
Yeah, no, I like I said, ultimately, like I'm a Bucs fan, but at the same time, I try to as much as I like the Bucs, I try to be as unbiased as possible. I'm not like some other teams.
It's banner night.
It is banner night
at home on banner night. Mm-hmm. That's why you never want to be.
There's a first time for everything. There's a first time for everything, and I'm saying there's opening week, there's opening night. We got a lot of young guys in that secondary, man. Like I said, those guys got to come to play. I'm not worrying about the front seven, D-line linebackers, defensive backs. If those guys come to play, I think we'll be okay. But
y'all playing in Tampa too?
Shit. Nah, we don't play. We play like a blitzing man. We mix it up a little bit. Todd Bowles does. They used to do a lot of Tampa too.
Okay.
But, they used to do a lot of that. But they sort of kind of got away from it. But let's get into game prediction, man. So I got Bucs fans. I to be honest, I think it's gonna be pretty close. I think they're gonna hang in there for a while. I know it's not gonna be a blowout like a lot of people are saying. I think they'll hang in there up into the third or late third, going into the fourth quarter. I think we ultimately pull it out. I think we win by either a touchdown and a field goal, or close to 2 touchdowns. I just think they steamroll them sort of kind of at the end. But I expect an action-packed game. Dak coming out trying to really fire off. Zeke might even have a solid night. But I expect the defense to settle down late enough for us to win the game. Fellas, how y'all feel?
For those of you interested in teasing with your bets this weekend, this is one game at -8.5 you could tease down if you're worried about the spread, and then combine it with another game to make money, because you could do a 6-point tease, just get it under that 3, and then if that's the type of, there are a few games that are good candidates for teasing this weekend if you're into that. And the first one that jumped out to me was this Bucs game. Tease them down from 8.5, 6-point tease.
Oh, I'm all the way on the teasers. Once we get into the bets of the week, Bucs fans, and just football fans in general, I got so many great bets for you guys. It's incredible.
And when you tease, just look at the key number, the 3. Just get it under that 3 to the 2.5. And if you're worried that they may not cover the 8.5, just tease it down.
Yeah. Jay, who you got winning this game, bro?
Oh, come on, man. It's gonna be Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 45-3.
Damn.
That's how I'm going.
Damn. hey, the way Jay looking at it, just straight point spread.
Straight point spread.
He basically said, F your T's.
If y'all want to be nice, all that shit, that's cool, no. But nah, I'm a realist, all right?
I hear you.
That's where I'm going.
I hear you, bro. Moving on to the next game. So, Bucks first game Thursday night. Check it out. They should win. Moving on to the next game. Man, Z, bro, the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road versus the Buffalo Bills.
Let's go.
Tell us about
I'm going
it,
Buffalo Bills.
So, well, again, sticking on that teaser tip right now, it's 6.5. So that's another. If you want Buffalo, tease them down as a bet from a betting perspective. That's another candidate for a good tease. Tease it under the 3. I think it's gonna be a close game. I mean, the last 2 years, Buffalo has has beaten the Steelers, and they've dominated. Their corners have manhandled the Pittsburgh receivers. They've jammed them and they've hit them and they've, disrupted them. This year, though, the interesting fact is on paper, you would think they would say Buffalo minus 13.5, Buffalo minus 14.5.
You wish,
but Vegas for some reason. So the money line is minus 280, but they're leaving the spread at 6.5. Last year, money line was minus 105, and the spread was 5.5. What is Vegas trying to tell us? And so it's, on paper, Buffalo at home, Buffalo coming off the big season last year. Everybody's down on Pittsburgh, down on the offensive line. They may say that, but from my perspective, that plus 6.5 might be interesting.
Could be the play. I mean, so for me, for this game, it's on the road. It's in Buffalo. It's early in the season. It's not,
it's not cold.
snowy
Weather's not a factor.
But the thing is, Josh Allen. I just in my opinion, if I had to pick a season MVP, I think Josh Allen's going to be in the MVP running this season.
And
I think
last year when they played him, Joe Hayden didn't play. So
yeah.
But on the other hand, he dominated. He dominated Steven Nelson.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just. It was Diggs went crazy.
He could. For me in this game, what it comes down to is I just think the Bills have an overall better team than the Steelers. So for me, they have nobody. It's more the same. The Buffalo added receivers. They added Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders is a really good zone running wide receiver. He gets open. He's going to beat man. There's nobody that can guard him, let alone Stefon Diggs. And then you got top of that with Josh Allen, and then they don't really have a running,
that's
running
the thing.
game.
The key for the Steelers, Buffalo can't run the ball. So Steelers,
they can't run.
Steelers between Watt and Melvin Ingram and Highsmith, it's going to be pressure city. That's the Steelers playbook to win is pressure.
They're going to have to.
You'll know that the first quarter will tell you a lot. If the Steelers get into Allen, they got a chance to win. If he's getting rid of the ball quick and they can't get to him, then it's going to be an issue. But they are one-dimensional. Buffalo can't run the ball. So from a Pittsburgh perspective, that's a positive thing.
That's sort of kind of like the light in the tunnel for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win. I just think in this game, they're on the road. It's going to be loud. Week 1 games are so incredible.
For the 8th year in a row, the Steelers start the season on the road. Who in the NFL office can't stand them? Every year. They will never let them start off.
I don't feel bad for them. Oh. They've been having winning seasons for as long as I've been watching football.
Damn, bro.
Every year the schedule come out. I'm looking at it again. We gonna start on.
Like I said, on the road. That Buffalo crowd, they're loud. I'm telling you, you can't make audibles. You can't call audibles because they can't hear you. The receivers don't know what they're doing. The old lines
go
hard to
Buffalo.
hear. Buffalo Bills. I mean, what is the spread? Like you said,
6.5.
I mean, I'm not gonna take the game, but if I was betting on this game, I'm taking Buffalo with the points. It definitely is a favorable money.
Do the teaser like Big Z said.
Tease it under 3. I think it's gonna be a close game. I may sprinkle a little bit on the Steeler plus 250 money line.
He about to lose his money.
That plus 250 money line is juicy. But it's gonna be a great game. Embed, you'll know how the game is gonna go in the first quarter. Because last year, first quarter was, I think it was 6-3 after the first quarter, and then second quarter they figured out to attack Nelson. But no, if you remember, this was the Juju game because Juju danced on their logo. The first controversy of that Juju dancing, he went and danced all over the
So there's still kind of a lot of bad blood there. So that's the thing. You get home. I'm telling you, Buffalo's gonna blow them out. I got Buffalo winning the game. I think Buffalo beats about 2 touchdowns, to be honest. That's just me. Like I said, I know you got the Steelers, brother.
Money line. I'm taking a money line. Let's go.
Jay, who you got, brother, winning the game?
Come on, dog. Come on. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
I got Buffalo on the route, man. I think Buffalo really going to have
6.5 is a great bet. That money line.
It is.
If you a gambling man, take that money line. That nice, juicy plus 250.
As soon as I'm off this call, man, I'm calling my cousin.
Let's go.
Josh, we about to go get some money. I'll be sending you screenshots.
Hey, for the people that don't know, Buffalo has a really good defense.
Yes.
Top 10 defense. And the thing is,
physical. Their corners are physical.
Very physical. Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, that secondary, those linebackers with Edmonds, and then they Ed Oliver, former first round pick.
Last year, their corners won the game because they manhandled Claypool, they manhandled Deontay Johnson.
Good.
They were young. I mean, hopefully they learned their lesson and can deal with the jam. And then there were issues. Ben was tipping some of the plays with how he was lined up. So hopefully they fix that this year.
Oh, and for another thing, for a lot of people that really sort of kind of know football, they switched up this year, and I think Tom Brady was making a big deal out of it. Now these players can wear almost any number. So it's very confusing for a quarterback that makes a lot of checks. Yeah. That like check Mike.
Melvin Ingram, number 8.
There's no check Mike 54 anymore. Like you're usually thinking like number 8 is a corner or something like that. Now you can see like Tom Brady saying check Mike number 4 like as linebacker. You know what I mean? Like it's confusing. So you really got to know what position these guys play. These young quarterbacks are going to get confused, and these older guys, it might be very difficult, to make these checks. And, for people that really understand football, I'm just throwing it out there with the new rule changes. Some of you guys might be like, check Mike what? You know what I mean? But it's all good. We got you covered. But let's move on to the next game. So 2-1, me and Jay got Buffalo, Z holding it down for the Steelers. So next game, the Jets on the road in Carolina versus the Panthers. I'm not going to even hold you to the
Sam Darnold Bowl.
I think Sam Darnold going to go off, bro. I ain't going to hold you.
What?
I think Sam Darnold's going to go off. I gotta believe in. I like both teams. These teams are very close to me. It's a lot of boom or bust. Like Zach to come out here and start cooking. But I'm not really too familiar with just defense too well. I don't know if it's a high-powered defense like it was years back. And also, I know for one thing, their O-line is super suspect. So, Sam Darnold go with experience, man. That's really it.
Feel you. I mean, Z, how you feeling about this game, man?
I don't know. Jets are horrible. I think Carolina.
See, there we go. See.
And look, Zach Wilson gonna realize it's no longer preseason.
Exactly.
He's gonna be game planning for him.
Oh yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hear you talking there. I got you.
When you get to the regular season,
baby, I got you.
When you get to the regular season, it's a different ball game. When you're in the preseason and all they play is base defense. Oh yeah, you can pass it all around the field. Look good.
Mm-hmm.
Got the good numbers. You get it first play of the regular season. Wait a minute, I've never seen this before. Then it's different.
All right, so let me tell you a little something. It's a reason why Zach Wilson went this high. People keep saying, "Why Zach Wilson out of BYU?" This boy is incredible. I mean, Tony Romo, for what it's worth, Tony Romo, a former Pro Bowl quarterback, said he's like a Patrick Mahomes type. I'm not saying he's gonna be Patrick Mahomes, you feel me? But I'm telling you, this guy is nice. All right.
It's only -5. So
check this out. So I mean, Jets fans, I know you've been going through the ringer with Mark Sanchez and all these trash QBs you have for years. Y'all been through a lot. But I mean, I think Zach Wilson is gonna come in and have like a Joe Burrow type effect, but he can move a lot better. He's really fast. He's athletic. He throws the ball away, which a lot of young QBs don't do. There's a reason why Justin Fields is not starting. I'm telling you, that hit in the preseason, we knocked his fucking headband off. Imagine if that was a Bobby Wagner or just a hard-hitting safety or linebacker, you'd be gone. First round pick done, out on IR, out for the year. Zach Wilson throws the ball away, and that says a lot. I think they just have too much offensive firepower. The Jets do. With Jamison Crowder, I think got Keelan Cole.
I forgot they got Jamison Crowder. Elijah Moore is nice too.
They brought in my guy Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore is nice.
I think he's going to score a touchdown, a bomb at some point. I mean, he has an incredible arm. The Jets have a solid defense. They got an edge rusher that's out for the season, Carl Lawson.
Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, they lost both their ends.
Yeah, him and Vinny Curry. He's out as well. But they do got Shaq Lawson. They do got Quentin Williams, Sheldon Rankins.
You realize Christian McCaffrey's back.
I'm not worrying about that, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you.
Good luck, Jets.
Who's the quarterback? Yeah. Sam Darnold. Nobody's really fearing Sam Darnold. I mean,
Sam Darnold came in preseason at 8, but we just talked about that.
All
preseason.
I'll say is good luck, Jets, staying with Christian McCaffrey.
I hear you.
I am on Carolina, and I'll take that -5.
I'm with Carolina too.
Yeah, I could never get my mouth to say take the Jets.
I'll take the Jets. Take the Jets. Like I said, this is not. Like I said, I'm not. These are not for what it's worth. These are not my sports bet. Yeah. Sports bets will be at the end. So for me in this game, if this is just picking and predictions, I got the Jets winning this one. Z, you got Carolina, right?
Carolina, yep.
Carolina. Jay, who you got?
Carolina.
Carolina.
Don't get me wrong, Jets. I mean, I think I bet. Rome, do you remember what last year when I bet with Jets?
I'll take the -5 because I know how sorry the Jets are. -5 with Carolina.
This ain't the same Jets. Okay.
Take the spread.
All right.
I mean, and I love Jets because I remember I was talking to Rome one day. I gambled with Jets on a high bet. And he's like, man, I forgot. I don't know if they were playing Tampa. They were playing somebody high. He's like, man, you bet on them and they end up winning. I was like, man, I could have killed them. Yeah. Look, so I'm with the Jets. I mean, I love the Jets, but bro, like, nah, man, this ain't it, y'all.
For me, this is a new ball game. It's a new Jets team. You got Zach Wilson, the quarterback. Their quarterback last year, I can't even remember his name. New season, new outcome. Let's get it.
Carolina quarterback.
Hey, he's still trying. I don't even remember the guy's name. He's that sorry. So let's move on.
Dang.
So 2-1. Big G and Jay got Carolina. I got the Jets. We'll see what happens. Moving on to another week 1 matchup, early game. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans, the shit bowl, for what it's worth.
That's exactly what it is. Trash. Could you just picture them come to the field? Look at you, trash. You're just like me.
Those baseball tickets. You know how to give baseball tickets away in the newspaper? You gotta give them tickets away. Ain't nobody gonna be in that motherfucker. Talk about this game a little bit for some real serious fans of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Houston Texans. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on it. For fans on both teams, they both suck. I'm done talking about shitty ass teams. Let's talk about it a little bit. So, what do you guys think is going to be the outcome of this game?
I mean, Jacksonville is going to look. You've been talking a lot of shit, so I'm gonna take one from your book. Urban Myers is a new coach. I don't believe in new coaches, at least in their first year. And you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know the Texans suck, but shit, at least they got Tyrod Taylor, which is a vet. Clearly, he's been in the league for a while. And I'm just not sold on Jacksonville at all. I mean, if they're going to get it together, it's going to be later, but it's not going to be now. Scrubs. I'm going with Texans if anything.
Yeah. Z, what you thinking on this game, man?
I'll go the other way. I'll go Jacksonville. It's chaos in Houston. They'll have Deshaun Watson on the sideline as the third quarterback for this game. It's problems in Houston. I'll take Jacksonville. Take the young man Trevor Lawrence to get his
sunshine. Good luck.
I just think there's less chaos in Jacksonville. They got rid of Minshew to basically tell Trevor, no pressure, you're our guy, we believe in you. And I think I think Jacksonville wins.
For me, like, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. This is the only winnable game, for Jacksonville, in my opinion, bro.
But look,
you know what I mean? The 2 games against the Texans, that's all I see. And for the Texans, it's the same thing. It's a 50-50 game. You know what I mean? There's not gonna be a lot of eyes on it. If I had to pick, I'd pick Jacksonville just because the fact that they got my guy Laviska Shenault. They got talent.
Deshaun Watson is from Clemson too. He's from Atlanta. Same thing as Lawrence. Watson was his mentor. He's gonna be on the other sideline.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
But yeah, for me, I got Jacksonville. Jacksonville has a lot more talent. Urban Meyer still can't coach. He's gonna get exposed.
Got a lot more talent. Got more talent.
I just think they gave my guy, the older black coach, a bad deal being the head coach of the Houston Texans. You know what I mean? I just feel sorry for him because he's gonna lose. He's gonna get fired. You know what I mean? They're gonna say we gave the guy a shot.
They traded their best corner today. They traded Roby from Ohio State.
To who? Where'd they go?
To the Saints.
Wow. Saints fans, I mean, there's your other corner. I mean, my guy, I forgot his name, but he was complaining, but they had no other corner. Roby's a good corner, opposite of Lattimore. Yeah. But to keep it short and simple, I got the Jags. Me and Big Z got the Jags. Jay, you the lone dog with Houston, brother. I mean, when you out in Texas, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. For anybody that don't know,
give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah, they'll beat your ass out there.
Yeah, all right, I got hands for everybody. I got enough. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I feel you, brother. Moving on to the big game, big early game. The Arizona Cardinals on the road versus my Tennessee Titans. You know what I mean? My Tennessee Titans, you know what I mean? There's a lot being said. Titans ain't got no defense. They ain't got no defensive backs. They ain't got no D-line. I'm telling you, we're going to show you. All right? We're going to show you in this game. So first opening game, it's going to be a home game for Tennessee. The Cardinals, I'm telling you, keep saying, the Cardinals are this great team. We're going to see. We're going to find out. It is opening week. We're going to see people might not be firing on all cylinders.
I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. This is going to be a fun game.
Oh yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a fun game.
They'll do it. I mean, Julio Jones versus Hopkins. I mean, this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I'm telling you, that second half when Kyler Murray, found out he can't just run around all damn day, he's going to get exposed. He's going to start throwing picks. He's going to get hit. That's just my opinion. What's going to happen? And the Tennessee Titans are going to rely. They have a very underrated offensive line. Everybody keeps harping on big Derrick Henry. I understand he's great. He's big. He's huge. He's massive. He's like a linebacker at running back. You feel me? But that offensive line, big Taylor Lewan and Roger Scaffold and those guys, and even Tannehill. Like I said, Tannehill last year was in the MVP running. Okay, he had Corey Davis on the other side of A.J. Brown. Now he has Julio Jones, who's arguably been the best receiver over the past 10 years in the NFL. Arguably, in my opinion, he is. But other people might think different. But you got Hopkins. You can say that. But I mean, you add a piece like that to an offense.
Dupree announced that he's going to play, so he hasn't taken one snaps in preseason. He's been out since he tore his ACL last year, and he announced he's going to be ready for game day.
Yeah, Bud Dupree's on that defense. They brought in Janoris Jenkins at corner, a veteran corner, so I think they're going to be short up there. I think Tennessee's got some pieces. I think they're going to show people that we're here to play. And I'm going to tell you later in the show what's going to happen later in the season. Let's get into predictions. So I got Tennessee. Big Z and Jay, who y'all got winning this game?
I'm going Tennessee as well.
Tennessee. So I think the best bet in this game is the over. I see a lot of points being scored by both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams' defensive backfields are suspect.
No, I'm saying who you think gonna win the game? Not that perspective.
I think Tennessee wins. If I was betting, I would bet the over. Just take the over and
sorry for my cousin Murray over there.
Enjoy the points. Enjoy the points. And it's gonna be a fun game to watch. I mean, just from a fan's perspective, I think
early game too.
Excitement.
That's the game I'm gonna watch. I'm a Bucs fan. Yeah. My games will be played on Thursday, so I'm watching all my eyes are gonna be on Tennessee, and then I guess I gotta watch Washington.
Now I was about to say you better watch Washington.
If Tennessee got over their COVID stuff, because they had a lot of COVID problems in the preseason.
They did. So shore that up, Tennessee Titans fans, because I got major work on y'all this season. So stay tuned. So we all on the Titans for the win.
3-0 sweep.
3-0 sweep, brother. Moving on. So Jay, brother, the Chargers on the road. They coming to our hometown, brother. The DMV, Landover, Maryland. Washington, you got a lot of buzz this season. I mean, you got a great defense. You added some new pieces. Jay, I'm gonna let you kick it off, brother. Tell us about some of your weapons, how you guys win this game.
We win it through defense. Herbert is dangerous, clearly. Chargers are really set up for that. But man, look, it's an asset when you have an amazing D line. Because it all starts there and that affects everything. As far as Washington, in order to win, we need magic. Ryan Fitzmagic, all right? We need that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only thing about Ryan is, in my opinion, I'm not really too high on Ryan. Out of all the Washington quarterbacks we had, he's probably the best we had in a long time, which doesn't really say too much.
Very
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
is this an early game?
I think
it's a home game. It's what? Yeah, it's early. It's 1 o'clock.
It's 12.
Yeah, that's another factor. Chargers coming from LA and then playing that early.
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying? You got Samuels, which is out, was questionable. I think he's gonna still play.
He'll play.
You know what I'm saying? You got the real scary Terry. People don't talk about that. And then it's Gibson showed himself during the preseason. I mean, it may be preseason, but I like how he run. He's very shifty. He runs hard. I'm good with that.
It's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna chime in real quick here, Jay, and then
go ahead.
To it. Go ahead. I'm not a big fantasy guy, but Gibson hits the nail on the head in fantasy. Oh my God, this boy is a Swiss Army knife. He can catch the ball out the backfield, run between the tackles. He came from Memphis, right?
Yeah.
University of Memphis. I mean, they put out some real good backs. Darrell Henderson, from the Rams, and that now Gibson. If you're a fantasy guy, if you got Gibson on your team, this is a big week. Count on big
way back at D'Angelo Williams, Steelers, Carolina, Memphis.
Literally, man, they put out a lot of good backs. But my bad, Jay. I just want to let for
no, you're good.
I'm not a fantasy guy, but if I'm looking for a fantasy back, he's the guy I'm looking at.
Yeah, he's the guy. He was a sneaky pick. And then last but not least, linebackers are still okay. We want to see how that come along, but we still have Fuller, and we got Williams from Cincinnati. So it's you got to think even defense. It's you were worried about secondary. We're not worried about that anymore with that D line in general. We're solidified out there. You know what I'm saying? Curl came out and showed himself very good at safety, and I still believe in Collins. I've seen Collins play, especially in New York. Definitely a hometown kid. I've always felt like he could be better, and I think the 1 year when they're going to actually be together fully, year under the belt. I still believe in Collins. I still think, that defense is just too solid. Yeah. It's just too solid. Our defense carried us to give Tampa Bay probably the best game that they've had throughout even the playoffs, minus Green Bay and everyone else. And our defense only got better.
Right.
I'm not worried about Herbert.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm gonna just put the icing on the cake. Washington fans, you got something to be excited about, brother. I'm telling you, do not let this opportunity pass you guys by. go to the damn games. I don't want to turn on the TV and see the empty stadium. Go to the game, bro. I'm telling you, Washington's going to be a playoff team. They're going to be a contender. I'm telling you, whatever I ever told you guys all year long, I'm worried about the 49ers, the Rams, and Washington. Look at what Washington did last year. I mean, with Taylor Heineke, you know what I mean? Bucks on the road, Taylor Heineke running all around the field. We couldn't really find a solution for him. Bucks only beat them by a touchdown. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Washington has a really good team, but in this game,
I mean, Austin Eckler is out. They just announced he missed practice for the Chargers. So
I'm telling you, when I get to
they say likely out.
Yeah,
so running back.
He's not 100% then.
Even the thing is, even if Austin Eckler was healthy, Washington's defense is incredible. They got Chase Young, Sweat, Payne, Allen. Ioannidis is a backup. He was a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. Their linebackers are a little weak. We're gonna see what the rookie does. I haven't really heard too much about him.
He wasn't impressive.
He's not impressive, but he's young. You know, Washington fans, like I said, you don't really need all these guys need to do is just sit behind the big Alabama, smack everything that moves, and then not bite on these pump fakes and just cover the tight ends. You got William Jackson, that corner from Cincinnati. William Jackson is a great corner. You got to find out. You got the Fuller, one of the Fuller brothers. I didn't even know they invited him back. He's a lockdown corner, physical. He'll smack you in your mouth. You got Cam Curl at safety. Landon Collins, Kelsey Nicole Nelson. She said he's ready to play. If you missed the episode, check it out. But I mean, all signs are pointing to a big game for Washington. I expect a blowout. I expect them to win by 2 touchdowns. I just don't. I think Justin Herbert's good. He's nice. You don't have the little blanket, Lionel's blanket from Charlie Brown carrying around and Hunter Henry. You feel me? So he has no tight end. He has Jared Cook, the guy who literally lost the Saints the damn playoff game when I saw the dude fumble. I'm telling you, that was the turning point in the game. And any Saints fan will tell you, once the dude fumbled that fucking ball, they lost. You know what I mean? But I just don't think they have enough. And then, like I said, there's what offensive line in the league can block Washington's?
So
show me your whole line.
So they on their line, I mean, they have Rashawn Slater, first round pick, Northwestern. He's a rookie.
They ain't fucking with Sweat or
they paid Matt Fielder, who struggled with the Steelers last year, and they gave him all that money. They got him in left guard. So you got a rookie and you got Fielder on that side to take on Chase Young.
It is going to be lopsided. I'm telling you.
And you saw what Chase Young did to Fielder last year when he was on the Steelers.
It's going to be bad. This is going to be a coming out party. I'm telling you, Ryan Fitzpatrick going to go off. My man going to throw for about 3 touchdowns. I think he's going to throw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. That's just me. People keep saying Ryan Fitzpatrick is trash. Keep fucking with Fitzpatrick. I'm telling you. He only
good for a month. He only good for a month.
Man,
now it can be spread out. They can be spread out weekends like this. One weekend out of the month he's good, then the next, but he's only really good for a month.
Man, hey, don't listen to Jay. That motherfucker gonna lead y'all
to the Chargers. I mean, all the Florida State fans. So Derwin James, who's been out 2 years, is finally 100% healthy, and so we're gonna see.
Oh yeah,
a safety with all kinds of potential finally get a chance to play.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for him coming back, but he don't matter in this game. They're gonna lose by 2 touchdowns. I mean, Washington just got too much. I mean, their offense with Gibson in the backfield, Fitzpatrick gonna make smart reads. Everybody keep talking about this offensive coordinator, Scott Turner.
Fitzpatrick's been known to give you a couple picks.
He ain't never had no weapons like these. Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel, and then the emergence of the tight end. Was it?
No, you got Logan. Logan has been good. Logan has been pretty good. Not gonna lie to you.
And then they got a revamped offensive line with Charles Lino, and then they brought in somebody else too. I forgot who it was, but their offensive line is short up. So to make a long story short, I got Washington. I think Washington gonna blow them out. This spread is so favorable. If Washington loses this game, I'll be highly. Bro, it's nothing. It's like they got Washington favored to lose
so Chargers
by 1 point.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, I got Washington. What y'all got, fellas?
I got Washington.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close. I see Washington winning maybe 24-21 because Herbert can move around.
He can
get away. He can make plays. They still got Keenan Allen. I mean, they got
weapons.
playmakers. Yeah.
They got playmakers. I just think Washington's just gonna smother them.
Just
they
the
just seem to have time to throw. He's not trying to set
traveling west to east. The record is horrible. So, and west to east with an early 1:00 kickoff.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's a big time gap.
I expect a full-blown party in Washington. Washington big. Next game, not even gonna spend a lot of time on it. Atlanta at home versus the Eagles. They suck too. I mean, it's the shit bowl again. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all kick it. I don't really got much to say for real.
I don't understand the spread. I can't believe Falcons are favored. I guess you get 3 points because you're the home team.
Oh, the Eagles suck.
That's why it's -3.
They
both suck.
Yeah, they both do suck. Yeah, like you said, you get 3 points because you're at home, literally. You know what I mean? And they made it a half, right? But I mean, I think in this game, I'm not even really gonna spend a ton of time on it. The Eagles, they done away with Carson Wentz. Now they got Jalen Hurts. I wish the young brother luck. He does have some talent on him. You know what I mean? You feel me? They got the young guy, the Heisman Trophy winner in Smith at receiver.
Oh, yeah. Roll Tide.
We got hey names on Roll Tide. Hey, Jay say wasn't saying that before name.
I don't know who I'm looking at, man. I don't know who I'm looking at.
Yeah, who is this? You a clone or something?
Yeah, man.
It's like, no, just
out there with Kodak, you know what I'm saying? Cloning them, man. Crazy.
No, I'm just fucking with you. But make a long story
weakness
short,
of the Falcons is the defensive backfields. And
yeah.
I think the Eagles are better. Eagles have better defense. They got good corners. They've got a solid defensive line. Decent line. Eagles have a good defense. So that is the one spot. The one spot I see an advantage in this game is the Eagles defense versus the Falcons offense. And so from that perspective, I'll take the +3 and take the Eagles.
Yeah. For me, man, I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. In this game, I'll take the Eagles. You know what I mean? I got the Eagles winning outright. I'm not touching the game from a betting perspective, but if I did, I would definitely be with Big Z and take the plus points with the Eagles. Atlanta really just doesn't scare me. They got Matt Ryan. They let go of their best receiver and Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley is nice. Okay, turn on the tape of Cal. That boy is a that boy is a monster. You feel me? Calvin Ridley is a top 10 receiver in the league. Oh, yeah. He'll probably have a good game, but other than that, I mean, Falcons really just don't have much they can show me. Jay, who you got in this game, man?
It's a 3-0 sweep, y'all.
Yeah, you got Philly.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and then it's like Jalen. I'm a fan of Jalen, even though he's iffy, but he's
a dual threat.
Have
that beautiful stadium. So the scenery, that stadium,
the scenery nice.
Now, I don't know how the team is going to be, but at least they got a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got the Eagles too, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. So moving on, the last of the 1:00 game. So Seattle and the Colts. An interesting game here. Colts at home. Seattle, the spread. If you think Seattle is worth a shit, I'm telling you, if you think Seattle is nice, you should go big on this game. It's only 2.5 fucking points. I just don't fuck with Seattle like that. I just don't fuck with them. You know what I mean? So they were supposed to beat the Rams in the playoffs, and look what happened. You know what I mean? Still let Jared Goff go out there and look like Joe Montana and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me. I just can't. Seattle, they just gonna do the same thing they always do. They're gonna look okay. You know what I mean? During the regular season, their problem is just playoffs. But in this game, the Colts, we got to see what Carson Wentz looks like. For my boy D, man, I mean, I'm sorry, brother, but my man gonna get exposed out here today. I just can't see the Colts winning this. They got the opportunities. I think it'll be close. It's more of a kind of a toss-up game to me. I mean, you got Carson Wentz, you got my guy, Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. He's a beast of a running back. Then you got the trio with Marlon Mack, who Jay says is a backup forever. Nehemiah Hines at running back, Pittman at receiver. They got some talent. But they don't have the quarterback, in my opinion. They have one of the greatest offensive lines in the league, top 3 O-line in the league with Quentin Nelson, probably the best guard in the league. And the defense is pretty solid. I mean, what do you guys think it was going to be the outcome?
Seattle paid Dwayne Brown after Russ complained and said, make sure to take care of my left tackle.
They did. They did.
At the last minute, they didn't give him a new deal, but they just moved more money around to make his existing salary guaranteed for this year. So he got a nice fat $12 million check this week. So that makes Russ happy. His left tackle is back, and he had his first practice on Monday. He showed up. So that's good news for them.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Seattle, man. I mean, if Seattle's really supposed to win this game. I mean, with this spread at 2.5 versus the Colts with Carson Wentz at quarterback, like I said, if you think the Seahawks are worth anything, I mean, Seahawks fans should be loving this line. 2.5. They're not even giving you the 3. You know what I mean? They're giving you 2.5, just a field goal on the road with a team with no quarterback.
My theory has always been if they give you that 2.5, it makes me nervous. Why is it 2.5?
Right. Why is it 2.5?
Yeah.
Right.
It's because they're coming
right here.
Yeah, it's because they're coming from the West Coast, and they're going back not Eastern time. They're going back in Central time. I think they're on Central time in Indianapolis. So
I mean that's a little better because that's closer to their time.
Matter of fact, I would say so.
Yeah.
So I mean 2 hours instead of the 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Seattle just has too much for them. To me, they're gonna be on turf. I mean, those speedy receivers with Lockett. They got DK Metcalf, who's literally a track star. For people that football has
Megatron.
Literally Megatron 2.0. Football has the most incredible athletes in the world. That's why we love it so much. There's nobody in the NBA that's faster than DK. There's nobody faster in the NBA than probably Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? There's nobody stronger than the D linemen and the tackles in the league. You know what I mean? They're the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, the most explosive athletes in the world. And we saw that. It's on display each and every Sunday. But
the weakness of the Colts defense is a back end too. They got Rocky Ya-Sin at corner.
He's slow too.
Yeah, and they got Xavier Rhodes at the other corner.
Xavier Rhodes had a pretty solid season. He wasn't horrible.
But he wasn't great.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
He was on that Cowboy defense.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like. We talking shit about the boys. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard.
I can't wait till y'all play, bro. It's gonna be just Jay, and I might invite a Cowboys fan on so y'all can talk that trash.
Interesting fact about the Colts that I love is that the kicker punter combination of Rodrigo Blankenship and Rigoberto Sanchez. You got Rodrigo and Rigoberto are the two kickers for the Colts.
Bro, like I said,
no comment.
Yeah. What you trying to get us kicked off? Like, what you mean?
I almost took the bait. But no comment. No comment.
Georgia fans remember Blankenship with his specs when he comes on. He used to have tape in the middle of his specs when he comes out to kick his field goals, and then he'll kick a 53, 60-yard field goal and then look them right in the eye. This dude.
He's been pretty solid from what he was a rookie kicker. I remember he was kicking with Georgia.
Rookie kicker,
Yeah, man. I mean, he had a pretty good season. But for this game, I think they just have too much speed. They drafted a young, I forgot his name, speedy receiver from a small school. He's incredibly fast. You got Lockett, DK Metcalf, and a speedy guy on offense against the Colts, who have a slow, lumbering secondary. They have a good front seven. I just think the Seahawks run it up. Guys, how do you feel about this game?
Yeah, I think Seattle wins it because of Russell. Because Russell will move around and he'll set up a play, get outside the pocket, and the corners are not good enough to cover for an extended period of time on the Colts. So they'll have between Freddie Swain and Metcalf and Lockett. They paid their running back Carson a big contract this year. They're happy on the offensive line that they got their big guy left tackle back, Dwayne Brown from Virginia Tech. I think Seattle makes a statement and wins this.
Yeah. Jay, who you got, brother?
I'm going Seattle. Like you said, they're a little bit too well put together. I think Colts have enough talent to keep up with them, but I think there's too many things kind of just coming together last minute. Not Colts. Seattle been doing this for a while now, so.
Yeah, I just think Seattle, just because of the Russell Wilson. If the Colts had a quarterback, if this was the Colts last season with Phillip Rivers, I would be inclined to take the Colts at home. You feel me?
I would not take him. Phillip Rivers is a bum. He
Man,
lost
so much money. Like that.
He got you back where.
Don't you talk about Phillip Rivers like that, man?
You know he lost us money too because we were betting together. Don't defend him.
On some game, he lose every week. My man is a playoff. He led him to the playoffs. He ain't losing that goddamn playoff game now. You know what I mean?
Look. He had 15 kids to worry about. He probably don't get no sleep. I get it.
Phillip, if you're hearing this, brother, that's him. You know what I mean? And you will be on the show.
I said, Phillip, I bang with you most of your career, but the coach, not it.
Don't you sit there and try to dress it up now. I'm gonna
it ain't dressing up. It's the truth. It's the truth. Come get the smoke. Come get the smoke for the last season of the Colts.
Talk that shit too. Okay.
That's all right.
Phillip, if you're listening, brother. All right, that's Jay who said that. I'm gonna let you talk that shit to him when you come on the air because he's definitely coming on at some point. All right.
I don't forget.
I think you're a Hall of Famer, Phillip.
Yeah.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer. He's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not talk about that last Colts season. I'll tell you that much.
Oh shit. All right, man. Move on to the last of the 1:00 games. I'm not even gonna talk detail about it. The Vikings are on the road with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Man.
Oh, that's the spread is only 3
for who?
That's fishy. Minnesota beating Cincinnati.
Yeah, and Cincinnati's at home too.
Man, they're the big mismatch in that game is Vikings receivers versus Cincinnati's corners.
Literally,
right? I'm not gonna hold you. I know no corners on Cincinnati.
I mean, they got a good slot corner, Mike Hilton from Pittsburgh, but they got nobody on the outside. So he'll be there to cover the third receiver. The other two will go crazy. Because you got Jefferson, you got Thielen.
I mean, people forgot about Thielen. I'm telling you, Adam Thielen. This is a game where he's probably going to eat. You got Justin Jefferson on the other side to take the pressure off him. Kirk Cousins, if you can just do something basic, brother. You know what I mean?
Kirk will get you some yards. He always has the stats.
Kirk Cousins got the stats, but he would never win. Seeing him play in Washington, there was a split fan base where everyone was like, "Oh, Kirk Cousins is this, Kirk Cousins that." I'm like, "Yeah, he's due for a picking." Oh, fumble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dalvin Cook out the backfield.
Yeah, I love me some Dalvin Cook. Yeah, it's over.
I think the Vikings win. I think this is the easy win for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook, run the ball, throw when you need to, like high school, and get out of there. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. So we all on the Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe Burrow. You got no offensive line. You drafted the receiver, your former brother, instead of Penny Sewell. You're gonna get killed. I'm sorry.
And he can't catch.
Right, he can't catch work.
See, and that's what y'all get. Because I had Penny Sewell. You know what I'm saying? That's what your ass is
I think we all did. I think it's just incredible to me how he's just gonna die. I'm not even gonna talk more. Let's move on. That's it. Now moving on to one of my games and my bets of the week. 49ers on the road versus the Lions. Oh man, I'm telling you, when we get to bets of the week, I'm gonna let y'all have it. But 49ers on the road playing against the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Detroit don't got nothing for them. You let one of your best receivers go, Kenny Golladay, he's gone. You got Marvin Jones still. You did get Penny Sewell, but you just don't have enough.
Line is 7.5. So for those who like to tease, this is another star tease game to tease it on down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jay, how you feeling about this one, man?
Oh man, this is nothing but barbecue chicken. Ain't nothing come good out of Detroit besides the Tigers, the hockey team, and Detroit Pistons in the mid 2000s. So and you ain't hit lines with that. So that's yeah. Come on, man. It's 49ers.
Yeah, easy. 49ers. Like I said, this is gonna be a public coming out party, man. I mean,
and Detroit rappers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do got some rappers. They solid. You know what I
mean? That's it.
Yeah, they do got some artists. So I mean, 49ers fans. I mean, this is a get right game. I mean, you got the defense coming back. The Bosa boys. Kinlaw. The linebacking core is really, really good with Greenlaw and those guys. You got no corners, but you don't need them because you're gonna get a sack on every play. I just got them in a blowout, so it's a sweep 3-0 for the Niners.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, man. Moving on to the 4:00 games. Big game, fellas. The Browns on the road in Kansas City. 4:00 kickoff. Big ass game. Matchup of.
It's a huge game.
This is a huge game, man. This is a huge game.
You notice how AFC North gets sent on the road week 1 in tough matchups, all of them. So
matter of fact, the Baltimore's on the road too.
Yeah.
Jay, they coming to your city, brother. Opening night. We're gonna get to it, but hey, the Ravens are coming to town.
At least the league was consistent. The only team they left at home was the Bengals.
Yeah,
the rest of them,
the big kids. They let the big kids go off to school.
And we're not sending you anywhere easy to start the season.
Right.
They got 3 tough road games.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. But I mean, this game, man. I want to hear y'all opinions.
It's gonna be fun.
The Chiefs versus the Browns.
Kansas City improved their offensive line, which was their weakness last year. And remember in the playoff game, Mahomes got hurt.
He did. They knocked him out.
Yeah.
They knocked him out. They got to who hit him? I can't remember who it was,
I don't know
somebody laid wood to him.
That was.
Yeah, someone put that man on that.
Yeah, I bet on it because it was scary. These boys gotta hold on.
The history with Mahomes and Baker, I mean, they go because remember Baker started at Texas Tech and then transferred to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
and so they have a history going back to when they were freshmen in college, and so really good friends. So it's Kansas City at home.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing for my Cleveland Browns fans. Like I said, it's probably some ones that listen to the show. That loud crowd and Arrowhead and all of this and that's not going to affect the Browns. You want to know why? Because they don't really pass the ball. They're going to run the ball.
Now Odell is back, so Odell will be complaining, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
Let's not do Odell like that. Odell ain't doing that shit, man.
They were better once he got hurt.
They were better when he got hurt. They were better when they got hurt.
Bro, that was early in the season.
They started running the ball. After he got hurt, they started running the ball, and Baker started spreading the ball around to all the receivers.
Baker didn't do shit. Baker's trash. Winning. He's still trash. You know what I mean? But for what it's worth,
it's crazy. The quarterback is the weakness of the team.
He is. But
he is the weakness of the team. I'm about to say that's not trash though. He's definitely serviceable. Me and you've been going back and forth. You're saying trash, but look, you know what? I already won the argument because you said serviceable. You've been saying trash for years. All I need is serviceable. That's it. Appreciate you, bro. It took you a while. It took you a whole year.
Offense. He has big ass Wyatt Teller at fucking guard, and then he has this big Z about him. They bowled over his whole team.
That's why Cassius Marsh is sitting at home right now because his back was buried underneath the field.
Hello,
oh, man.
Can I have pancakes? Bruh, like I'm telling you, so in this game, man, this is gonna be a fun game. Kansas City's weakness is stopping the run. Even though they got Chris Jones, you got them big boys coming at you. If the Cleveland Browns can put something together, I'm not shocked if Cleveland wins. I don't have them winning the game, but Patrick Mahomes, like I said, they call him Showtime. It's showtime. You got the weapons. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Kelsey at tight end. You're gonna run Andy Reid's offense. He's the same one he's been running for years, but he's got a way better quarterback than Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb was good, but he ain't no Patrick Mahomes. But I just think Kansas City's gonna win this one. I got Kansas City. Kansas City got to put us some points though, man. Because the Browns, if they just run the ball with Big Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they're going to be able to get anything they want on the ground because the Kansas City linebackers are horrible. The D-line is okay. They're going to have to stop the run at some point.
That offensive line for Kansas City, they added 4 new offensive linemen, and then the doctor who took the season off last year to go be a surgeon up in Canada is back. He was their starting surgeon on the championship team. He's a backup now, but he was a starting center on a Super Bowl championship team. Took a year off, and now he's back.
Right. So, and the thing is, did the Ravens traded their
Orlando Brown for a first round?
Why would now I just don't, and I understand it, but now you're trading Orlando Brown to
get paid because they paid Ronnie Stanley last year, so they couldn't.
But you're trading them to comp though. Now you're never you could never beat Kansas City before. You damn sure ain't gonna beat them now, Ravens.
Yeah, for the 31st draft pick. In the first round.
I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, in this game, I got Kansas City. I think they're gonna win this at home. I love this game, and like I said, we'll get into it when we get back to the week. Jay, who you got in this game, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go the opposite. I do think Kansas City win, absolutely, but I'm just kind of taking this out of just want to be different with this one. I'm gonna go Browns
with the win. Browns for the my God, bro. You have to bet me on that one.
Look, you heard me, right? My mind is telling me Kansas City. I bet with my mind. I'm not betting on this, but I'm going with my heart this time. I got to pick one game I got to be outlandish with. You know what I'm saying? This is my one outlandish game. Okay. I guarantee I probably won't win this, y'all. Do not bet on this, please. Please. I'm being different. All right.
I hear
That's
you.
it.
Z, who you had this one?
Nah, Chiefs.
Nobody want to be different. Nobody want to step on the edge. No,
I like I said, it'll be close for me.
The one weakness they have with that offensive line, and they fixed it. Yeah. So
that's fair.
Yeah. I got Kansas City, man. I mean,
I wish other teams were like that. You recognize your weakness and then double and triple down with depth on that offensive line.
They saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Bucks fans, we did them to it. We made them recognize the weakness.
They went 3 free agents on the line, and then their top pick was a center, another line. I mean, they just went double down.
If you saw that Super Bowl and you saw Patrick Mahomes rolled up like a fruit roll-up, you know what I mean, and Dominican Sue sitting on his neck, you would get them boys too, the big boys to block for you, you know. But let's move on. So 2-1, me and Big Z got Chiefs. Jay's the lone dog with the Browns. The Dolphins on the road, man. Going to New England. Bill Belichick made the big move in cutting Cam Newton. And now he's starting rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, in essence, rookie versus rookie. Tua's still a rookie to me.
Roll Tide.
I like it, man. I like this new guy. I don't know if he's a clone or what, but
this is bullshit malarkey. I like the old one.
Because if you think about think about it. I mean, what Mac Jones did. I mean,
he
coming in and taking Cam's spot. I mean, as a rookie. With Belichick, who doesn't like rookies.
He does not like rookies. And I'm not even going to spend a ton of time on the game. But the fact, if you look, if for anybody that's new to the show, for our new listeners, go back and listen to the episode with Albert Hainsworth. We talked about his time playing in New England under Bill Belichick. He was talking about his smarts, how much his knowledge of the game and all of this and that. That boy's not stupid. He cut Cam Newton for a reason. He saw something in this guy, Mac Jones. So who am I to challenge that? And, you know, New England at home versus the Dolphins, who I think Tua, like I said, there's something wrong with Tua, man. A man can't read play.
We don't know. We'll wait and see. I mean, if
there's something wrong with that boy. They better get Deshaun Watson. Otherwise, they might be out of a playoff spot.
Because he didn't have a preseason last year as a rookie. It was COVID. It was crazy. So we'll see.
Herbert didn't either, though.
We'll know in one quarter. We'll know this game. One game. If he's still shitty this game, then the clock will start on the Deshaun Watson watch.
They need to find a way to get that boy. So if you're a Dolphins, and you're in the Dolphins front office, and you're listening to the show, I'm gonna reach out to you at some point after the season because it's hard to get you guys doing.
I couldn't believe Tua said I didn't know the playbook. I mean, and then said that.
He don't know. The thing is,
how could you admit that publicly to the world? Last year, I didn't know the playbook.
Publicly.
Anybody that knows, if you say that, same thing with Sam Darnold talking about he's seeing ghosts. What are you talking about? You don't send it to your opponent. This ain't college. These boys will kill you. It's the NFL.
That's why Sam Darnold is seeing ghosts, because he's already ascended. They murdered that boy down there. He's seeing ghosts like him.
You're right, bro. You don't tip off your opponent like that. So now now defenses and defensive coordinators know this boy don't know what his reads are. He don't know what he's doing back there. They're gonna blitz the shit out of you. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, he's still looking at his first read. I got the Patriots in this game. I'm not even going to great
You want to say the Panthers?
detail.
Look at you. You wanted to say the Panthers so bad. It's okay. You can go back and change your bet.
I got the Patriots in this game. I'm sorry, Dolphin. I like Brian Flores. Shout out to a black head coach. Doing this thing. I got Bill in this one, brother. I think
former Patriot defensive coordinator, so he knows Belichick. Belichick knows him. I mean, and he's got a lot of former Patriots on the Dolphins, former Patriot players. It's going to be a fun game. Defensive battle. Tua struggled, but Flores against a rookie quarterback as well. Mac's a rookie. And so, again, regular season is not preseason. Flores is going to come up with some crazy blitz skis. It's going to be a fun game to watch, I think.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Alabama versus Alabama.
Yeah. And
so what's your pick though? Sir? Where is the pick?
Yeah,
you dancing around that. He was dancing around. Here we go.
Now he's stiff. He tight as hell now. Did you freeze or what?
He back.
This is it's a tough game because
you gotta call it though, bro. You gotta pick one.
I know. It's
you got the Alabama in them.
It's hard because it's
you got money on this one? Somebody hold you hostage when you went down there?
Look, I'll just say it'll be a great game.
We're not letting you come up.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here, no sir.
I don't get me wrong, you're not. You ain't got no money on it. You gotta pick one. Dolphins or Patriots? Come on, man. You hold up the show, big guy.
All right, I'm going Patriots. No, I'm going Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I can't take the Patriots cheating. Even though Brady's not there no more.
Steelers in them. That's the Steelers in them.
Spygate, deflate gate. Yeah,
man. Kick them when they down. Kick Bill Belichick when he down, huh?
Let's go Tua. Because Dolphins have some controversy down there because the owner said he wants Watson. The owner publicly said, "I would love to have
want him too."
Watson.
Because if you got Tua coming in the offense and they're like, "Hey, what is double right check with me?" Like, what? What is that? Like, we need another quarterback.
And
this motherfucker don't know shit.
Fitzpatrick was a Harvard guy as the other quarterback. So you got the Harvard guy breaking down everything. I mean,
yeah, man, that's something wrong with that boy. Jay, who you got in this game, bro?
Coming with the split. I'm coming with the split. I like Mac Jones a lot, but what is it? I believe New England still doesn't have their best corner. If I'm not mistaken,
Gilmore's out.
Gilmore's out.
They got boatloads of them though.
They do, but I'm going with the defense.
And I mean, for them, the surprises are Stevenson, Ramondre Stevenson, rookie from Oklahoma, big back. He's surprised in the preseason. He performed well. He performed really well. That's why on the short yardage they didn't need Cam.
Yeah.
Like, we just give it to the big boy and let him go.
That makes sense. I mean, well. You know what? See, this is a difficult one.
You sound like G now. You sound like
Z. But I'm not gonna make it longer. I'm going with the vet, the hoodie, the man, Belichick and the Patriots with the rookie QB. I like Mac Jones, though. So yeah.
He's been solid. I mean, for me, the turning point is the Dolphins just really don't have the receivers. The Patriots, got really good defensive backs. They're gonna lock them up, and then you got Tua on offense but you have no backup who can come in and bail him out now. But my man can't throw. He can't read defenses. If his first read not there, he's gonna get either sacked or he's gonna throw out interception. That's just my opinion. For real.
Got you.
Interesting nugget from Dolphins today. What do you call it? Xavier Howard, who was having all the problems saying he wouldn't be traded. Then they moved money to pay him. Wasn't elected a captain. And so now the talk is he said he wants to be traded again. Now he's mad about that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Dolphins organization.
I thought it was all settled when they gave him the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mess. I mean, like I said, hopefully they hold it down. But I definitely got them losing this game. Moving on to the next game, man. Broncos on the road versus the New York Giants. Shout out to my boy Justin, man. He was hitting me up earlier, talking about why we down on his Broncos and all of this and that, man. Hey, show us something, bro. I mean, you got Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback. You feel me?
Teddy covered the spread, Bridgewater.
Okay.
The king of covering the spread.
I mean,
that guy covers 75% of the spreads of games he started. It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how he does it. He pulls a rabbit out of his hat. If it's -10, 5 seconds left, he'll throw a garbage touchdown to cover the spread.
We'll see if he does that in this game. I mean, they're on the road in New York. 4:25 kickoff. It for me. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I got the Giants. You feel me? I just think that with
New
Saquon
York
back,
bias.
Nah, ain't no New York bias, bro. I mean, no, I'm just telling you. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, we saw it how they gave it to Washington, brother. Your team twice a year.
Saquon Barkley back.
No, I'm about to say nonetheless, I agree. Go ahead with your explanation, Rome, but I agree. It's Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the Giants, maybe they just hard nosed. I mean, they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna be able to run the ball better with Saquon Barkley. They got some offensive weapons with Darius Slayton, and they did bring in Kenny Golladay at receiver. Giving them not Mac Jones. What's the quarterback? Daniel Jones, another target to throw the ball to. You got Evan Ingram, who's a really good tight end. I got the Giants, and the defense is very solid. Them boys, they can get after you a little bit. I mean, they don't have big names, but they're very stout at the point of attack, and they do rush the passer pretty solidly. So I got the Giants in this one. Who y'all got?
So I'm going with the Broncos. So I think the Broncos defense is stout. Very stout.
It's absolutely.
Very stout, yeah.
They go 4 or 5 deep at corner. Just corners. I mean, it's from a Steelers perspective. They were trying to trade for the Broncos' 5th corner. That's
y'all corners.
They ended up getting the guy from Seattle, who's a good corner, but they were really trying to get Callahan from Denver, and he's listed as their 5th corner. I mean,
incredible.
What?
Right.
So their defense is super strong. They get Von Miller back, who was out last year. Yeah. And he's going to make a difference. Offensively, Melvin Gordon and running back, solid. Judy, Roll Tide, along with Sutton, really strong. Noah Fant tight end. I like Denver, and they're going back to New York where they won the Super Bowl. This is a special place for the Bronco fans.
Oh man, HH y'all talking about. Hey Justin, brother,
the nostalgia.
Big Z gonna be your guy.
Nostalgia coming back to the place where they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this about the Broncos. It's a reason why Aaron Rodgers wanted to go. The Broncos got a very, very good and solid team.
They're the top of Deshaun's list.
I'm telling you, the Broncos got I just don't have trust in Teddy Bridgewater. They don't have a quarterback on their roster that I trust. You got Drew Luck, you got Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. You feel me? I just don't trust them guys. If you get Aaron Rodgers, if you pop Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson in there, I'm as a Bucs fan, I fear you because I mean those receivers with Judy, if he can catch the damn ball.
Yeah. They got KJ Hamler from Penn State.
Hamler, the speedster, he's incredibly fast. Not a lot of people know about him. You got Noah Fant.
And then Deontay Spencer, all-pro punt returner, is still there. I mean,
yeah, and then I don't really got to say a whole bunch about your defense. I mean, you got Von Miller, Chubb, you got Justin Simmons. Kyle Fuller, you got Justin Simmons, who is, in my opinion, one of the best safeties in the league. He's incredibly fast. He's a monster, athletic. I just got the other side in this game. I'm sorry, Jay. Who you got in this game, bro?
Denver is stacked, but I'm going with Giants. Saquon Barkley's back. He's been injured pretty early on, but I'm not going against a fresh Saquon. I'm going Giants. Absolutely.
I feel you. I mean, moving on to the next game, we got the Packers who are on the road going against the New Orleans Saints. Without Drew Brees.
Game in Jacksonville, so it'll be played in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. So in Jacksonville,
because of the storm in New Orleans, so they moved the game to Jacksonville.
Okay,
Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, him and Devontae last year, they're going off. This is barbecue chicken.
And just for the Saints fans, this is the first game without Drew Brees in God knows how long. I mean, we're going to see how he looks. I mean, Jameis Winston, is going to be your starting quarterback. Did he fix the turnover issue? We'll see. Z, how you feeling about this game, man?
Yeah, I'm going Patriots. Saints have been dealing a lot, practicing in Dallas.
You mean Packers?
Oh, Yeah, I'm going. Yeah,
I told you this clone, boy. I tell you, boy.
Yeah, he came. Who was this guy?
I told you.
Nah, but yeah, they've been dealing with too much. So
Yeah,
just with the storm, family in New Orleans, they've been practicing in Dallas, then they got to move to Jacksonville to play the game, neutral site. That's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. I just think the Saints. I mean, you got Michael Thomas is going to be out. You got no receivers. You feel me? I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers, who's really going to light you guys up. You did
Last dance. Him and Devontae.
And until he goes to Denver, right? So Justin, there is light at the end of the tunnel, brother. You feel me? But I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to come out there. It's in Jacksonville game. You said right. I just think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a big day, man. I mean, the Saints. I think Jameis Winston is going to play serviceable. He's a solid guy. He's just going to not turn the ball over. It's going to be a pretty close game, but I expect the Green Bay Packers to win by 10. Moving on to the next game. 2 games left, man. The 2 night games. So Sunday night, the Rams at home versus Chicago. Man,
Rams.
Rams.
Short and sweet.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, this is gonna be a game when we get to bets of the week. We gotta hop all over that one. You feel me? I got the Rams. Andy Dalton. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if Justin Fields played; they still would have got washed for real. That's just my opinion. Night game in LA. Aaron Donald. Let's get it. Last game. So Ravens on the road versus Vegas.
Come on, Raiders. Let's go, Raiders.
Raiders, they suck. God damn. I'm sorry, it's the regular season, Jay. Them motherfuckers suck.
Let's go, Raiders.
I'm sorry.
Raiders.
Bro. Raiders. Oh you can't be serious. You worse than
Raiders.
Versus the Ravens?
Raiders.
Bro, name your price, bro. Name your price.
That's what I'm talking about.
Name your price. You got the Raiders too? You got the Raiders? Z?
My hopes.
Oh, you were just off. You y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, boy. What is wrong with y'all? I was trying to figure it out. How the fuck? Derek Carr knowledgeable with this goddamn football stuff. You talking about the goddamn Raiders?
Derek Carr, because if you think about it, I see Kansas City beating Cleveland. I see Cincinnati losing. With our victory in Buffalo, if the Raiders can pull off a miracle for us.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. For anybody that's listening to this show, I don't know what these boys on today. I got the Ravens, okay? If the Ravens lose to the Raiders.
They got Le'Veon Bell as the running back.
I don't give a shit who they got. I mean, Lamar Jackson, the running back, I mean... and they still got the other guy. I forgot what's the other guy. He's pretty solid. He's more of a backup. But the Ravens, I mean, they have a better team than the Raiders. I mean,
they do.
At every position, they're almost better.
But look, the opening of that beautiful stadium, the crowd in Vegas, the first game, they had no fans all through COVID. Tickets are going for $50,000 a pop.
Oh no! Bring that down.
They are.
He ain't going no games there.
I was right. I'm like, no.
Because they were like, this is the most expensive ticket. That first game in that new stadium.
Yeah, you can frame that.
After they've been sitting and waiting for a year. So I mean, at least the show is going to be amazing. I mean, I can't wait to see the pregame and the opening of the stadium, a full stadium with fans who've been waiting. The new team, because to them it's a new team in Vegas, and so this is the first time that their fans will fill the stadium to see their team. So
Jay, I'm gonna let you elaborate, bro. I'm gonna let you go.
Energy. My hope is that energy will motivate that team.
Your goddamn Ravens hating ass up, man. No, I'm just fucking with you.
It'd be everything. One big storm with a crowd, the full stadium.
You hear this,
the showmanship, and then they got to play football. But aside from the football, everything else is going to be amazing. I mean, that is going to be one hell of a show. But don't miss that pregame. I mean, it's going to be amazing. In Vegas?
Look,
Jay, I'm going to let you get it. I'm going to let you get it off your chest.
I'm
going to let you go in. Tell us about
Yannick and Max Crosby. All right. We eating. We're eating. We're eating. We're eating. We're eating.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it. That's it.
You gonna get Lamar Jackson. You gonna get
Lamar Jackson's gonna be running. We got KJ right.
All right. All right, bro. Like I said, after the show, holla at me. Name your price. But anybody who wants to
don't forget about Josh Jacobs. Roll Tide.
Oh Lord! See, I was going to shout out Josh Jacobs, but I wasn't going to do it because
Henry Ruggs.
Oh my God!
You
forgot.
I like the West Virginia got better.
I told you. You had it took you a little while. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I'm on the Raiders this week. I'm a Raiders and Chiefs fan. The 1 week I root for both of them. Let's go.
Vision. Oh, forget it.
But seriously though. Like I said, we did take a massive shot.
Alex Leatherwood too. First round pick.
Damn it! I knew you. See, you looking at the roster now. See, I was gonna shut the hell up. You don't bring up that name around me, all right? Because I was hurt the draft day.
Oh yeah, I was clowning like a motherfucker. So
you were.
Motherfucker was a 4th round projected pick.
Look, goddamn, y'all know I was in the Discord
too.
going off. I was going
off.
That
was 16. I was like, man, he hit the lottery.
But Jay, go ahead, bro.
Even he was he's sitting at home. What?
Right. I thought I was a day 3 draft pick. Oh, okay. he even had no clothes on. He was just sitting on the couch.
He was in slides.
I dropped my milk on my chest. Oh my God.
Man. I mean, it's all really based on that defense. We're not gonna be able to stop Lamar. I just hope our defense hang in there. And the thing about it is, like, I don't think it's too much of a stretch because one thing about Derek Carr and the offense, they put up points. They put up points, and that's the only thing that's gonna keep them in. If our defense play even a little better than last year, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game.
In all seriousness, we'll see how Ravens run the ball because they're gonna be going with Le'Veon Bell, who just came off the street, and their third running back is starting. So.
Oh yeah, that's barbecue chicken.
That's a question mark. So
yeah, but you got Lamar back there. So like Rome said earlier, that's it. Running back.
But throwing is not his strength. And so if they can't run the ball, you gonna make him a pocket passer?
Man, you here, brother? You know, Rome.
I'm gonna kick some knowledge to you. Feel me? I don't know what these boys on, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Then we're gonna close out with the bets. I got the Ravens. The Raiders, I mean, they just don't have enough for me. They don't got enough firepower. Their defense is very suspect. The corners, I don't know what they're going to be doing or looking like. I think Lamar is just going to roll out, buy time in the pocket, find his receivers, pass it to Mark Andrews, run the ball, run when he needs to, and they're going to get out of there. It's going to be opening night, but I'm sorry. It's going to be a sad one for the Vegas fans. Jay, I'm sorry, brother. Like I said, holla at me if you really want to get something started. You know what I mean? On the money end of things, I would like some easy money. You know?
Look, Rom, see, you ain't seeing. See, you're right. You're not drinking with me and Big Z drinking. So you need to catch up, brother. You need to catch up. Go on.
It's all good. You know what I mean? But hey, that's our predictions. That's our predictions. But closing
Football
out, man. Football is back. We're closing out with bets of the week. And then we're gonna give you our pretty much Super Bowl predictions at the end. So we always do week 1 Super Bowl predictions. I got mine, Z got his, Jay got his. We're gonna talk about it a little bit and we're gonna get up out of here. So for bets of the week, man, I'm gonna get started first. I got a few of them for you guys because due to the nature of the show, we're gonna be recording 1 day a week. But like I said, this could be a longer show. You can probably already tell since you're listening. So we're gonna hit you 1 day a week. Thursday mornings episodes will be released, so you can bite off that and look at some of the the COVID stuff, who's in and who's out. That's the main thing for you guys. You guys got to look at, because we're not coming at you, the day before the game anymore. We're not coming at you on Saturday. We're not gonna know who's gonna be test positive or who's not, or who's gonna be playing. You have to see who's playing, who's going to be on the injury report, who's going to be on the COVID report. Our knowledge is based off of, who's going to be playing at that point in time. But for me, I'll get started. So on Thursday, which is tomorrow, I love the Bucks I like the Bucks money line. Like I said, I'm not a big spread guy. I love that game. My big bet is the Bucks parlayed or a teaser parlay with the 49ers. It don't get no better than that, man. I'm telling you. I mean, if you've been saving all year, you got to hit them over the head with that. If the Bucks and 49ers lose, there's something wrong. You know what I mean? There's really something wrong. A big parlay and a big teaser. You got to get this money, man, because I mean it's week 1. These spreads are very favorable. If the Bucks will versus the Cowboys, any later in the year, the line might have been minus 700. You know what I mean? So try to get as close as even money as you can. Like a Bucks and 49ers and a parlay or a teaser. For the college football people, I got some bets for you guys. I like Oklahoma State over Tulsa. I like South Alabama over Bowling Green. I like Houston over Rice. Rice sucks. I like Texas over Arkansas. All of those games, money line, play around with the parlay combinations, play around with some of the NFL combinations, and I'll give you 2. And then for Sunday, this is where the magic happens. Like I said, I got the Bucks 49ers. That's the big game. Take a look at that. Do your research. I like the Chiefs over the Browns. The Browns just don't have enough. I love the Chiefs. I love the Rams. Like I said, it was short and sweet on the Rams. The Rams they're gonna steamroll the Bears. They don't got nothing for them. They got Andy Dalton, the quarterback, no matter who was playing. You know what I mean? The Rams is a juggernaut. They got Sean McVay and Matt Stafford at quarterback now. And then I like the Ravens to blow out Jay's Raiders. You feel me? And then hey, that's just my opinion, bro. I think it's gonna be a sad ending. And then for my risky, those were my surefire bets. Now for my risky bets. For my betting guys, I know you guys are listening because you was waiting and asking me all this stuff, and I told you listen to the show. So I'm probably be as detailed as I can. So I like the Packers over the Saints. Like I said, this is risky now. I don't think the Saints are going to go down easy. I like Washington. Man, I love Washington now. And then I got the Titans. I like the Titans over the Cardinals. So those are my bets. Like I said, play around with the combinations. I've done my research. As long as everybody plays who's supposed to play, that's just how I'm rocking. I don't know who wants to go first out of the rest of y'all two, but I'll let y'all choose.
I'll run it. Parlay. I'm going with a lot. I'm going with a lot of the 7.5 best right now. You know what I'm saying? So 49ers. These are all teasers. 49ers. I got 49ers and Buffalo Bills are the ones I really, really like. Of course, Tampa Bay. I'm betting against Cowboys any chance I get. I'll take you Cowboy fans. We can bet too. That's easy money. You know what I'm saying?
Get at us in the charge into the game group if you really want to
get at it. Hit the inbox. I'm on the messenger 24/7. All right, just send me $. Bling bling bling. I'm here. I'm there. I'm responding. All right. Minnesota definitely easy. If you really want to do a teaser for that, I mean, by all means, yeah, stack that money, get the teaser, easy. Mel, like Rome said, we talking about risque bets. All right, so I would bet Cleveland on the teaser, maybe not to win, but the teaser point spread should be a little bit higher. Green Bay looks like a good one on a teaser. And I might have to go with him on the Tennessee Titans as well. That's some good money.
Good money.
And I mean, if you can bet money, I would say teasers a little different. Usually teasers are point spreads, and they really don't let money line. But if you bet money line, man, bet them Rams to beat the Bears. Somebody's scared of Andy Dalton. When you been scared of somebody with that type of head, man? Come on, man. That's easy.
I hear you, bro. Hey, Z, what you got, man? What you got for the people, man? Roll Tide
on the call. Well, yeah, they play Mercer. I mean,
what?
Alabama first half definitely against Mercer, but they're probably not even gonna have a line on that game.
Not even a line.
So I do like Pittsburgh -3 at Tennessee College.
I think it was to the Steelers. Yeah. I was about to say.
Nah, so they got Joe Milton, the old Michigan quarterback, as a quarterback at Tennessee, and he was horrible that first game. And so Pitt's got 8 starters on defense back. Pitt's gonna be strong. So I think Pitt -3 is a solid bet.
They still got Kenny Pickett?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I also like Buffalo +14.5 at Nebraska.
Okay.
Buffalo's a strong team. They won their game 69-7 last week. And so Nebraska is not a juggernaut. And Buffalo can put up some points coming out the MAC. So I'll take that 14.5 with Buffalo at Nebraska. And then 2 teams I absolutely love. Well, Stanford is horrible. So I'm taking USC over Stanford. Take that -17. Stanford may be one of the worst teams in the country. They are just terrible this year.
Wow.
And then the other game I like is NC State. NC State -2.5 against Mississippi State. Nice. I like that. Those college-wise, those are the 4 I'm looking at.
Nice.
And the NFL is just the basic. Definitely, I'll probably tease, or maybe just straight. I like San Francisco. I like Tampa, and then
short and simple, baby.
Yeah, and then I'm taking the +6.5 with the Steelers.
Yep, I hear you. Okay, all right. So we got some action for you guys.
I wouldn't recommend that to everybody. That what I recommend on the series is definitely the tease with San Francisco and Tampa. That's the 2 favorites NFL-wise for me.
Got you. All right, so hey, guys, we brought the heat for you guys. Listen to this content. Look at the rosters. Look at the teasers. If you don't know what a teaser is, it's a way that, if you're, looking to drop the points, if it's 6.5 regular, it might drop to -1.
Yeah, take that 6-point teaser, get it under the 3. 3 is the key numbers. Get it under that 3.
Yeah, and if the team's favored to lose by 9, it might be 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, those are the bets, and then like I said, we're gonna be doing the 1 show a week now, so it's gonna be a little longer of an episode, but there's more than enough content here for you guys for all week to sort of kind of chime in and listen. The next few weeks, we'll start off with recaps of the last game. So these week 1 games will be recapped on next Thursday's episode, and then we'll get in our bets of the week and predictions and all that stuff. But as always, thanks for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. And let's get off to this week 1 action. Football's back. Tune in, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave some comments. We're on all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Tune in, and we'll see you next show. Peace.